She grew up in an Indiana town, had a good-looking mama who never was around. But she grew up tall and she grew up right, with some Indiana boys on an Indiana night. Wait a hey, And she came here at the age of 18, blew the boys away, it was more than they'd seen. We were introduced and we both started grooving. She said, I dig you, baby, but I gotta keep moving on. I got a mahjong. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. And I feel summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again. Well, I don't know what I've been told. You never slow down, you never grow old. I'm tired of screwing up, I'm tired of going down. I'm tired of myself and I'm tired of this town. Whoa, my, whoa, hell yes. You gotta put on that jingle dress, buy me a drink, sing me a song, take me as I am, 'cause I can't stay long. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. And I feel summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again. Oh, 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 ah. BOOZHOO, and welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Nanaboozhoo. This is Natasha. She's got a mahjong. And that's Michael Lyons on the guitar, the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons.
Wow. Man, that guy's my favorite rock star. Michael's your favorite rock star? Yeah, he is. Even more than Paul Stanley? Oh, way more than Paul Stanley. I'm sick of Paul Stanley. Actually, Paul Stanley's sick of himself. What do you mean? He's got the coronavirus for the second time. Yeah. Hey, everybody. BOOZHOO. And welcome back to the live stream show about Ojibwe language and culture. Today, we will be discussing what are Indian values. Hey, don't say Indian, that's racist. Oh, really? Who are you fighting with? I don't know. My schizophrenic self. Oh, really? You think that word's Indian? Or that word's racist? Well, then you're the racist for thinking the word Indian's racist. Today we're going to discuss, I think it's what are Indian values? Yeah. Today we're going to talk about, eventually, we're going to talk about the Anishinabe values. We're going to learn a little Ojibwe language, maybe a little Ojibwe culture. We're going to wrap this up at exactly an hour because we got to run the pipes again to make sure they don't freeze. I know, it's insanely cold. How you guys doing? We're living in a A freezer would be warmer than what we were living in. I know. There's not even something you can compare it to. It's 15 below in Bemidji, Gumug, in Bemidji this morning. Yesterday, it snowed all day. I have no idea how much snow we got. I had to shovel 4 times. Which wasn't that big of a deal because when you shovel as it's snowing, it's not very heavy. But still, we got a lot of snow. They still haven't plowed the roads yet. We're living in winter wonderland. And then today, it's a high of 1 below, 3 this afternoon, just as the sun is about to set again. It'll be a balmy 1 below 0. That's not even like wind chill. So right now it's 15 below. I tried to start the truck like an idiot. It didn't start, of course. It's totally frozen up. Oh, you know what else I learned today?
What's that?
If you buy a muffin at the gas station and you carry it home through, zero through the freezing cold, if you try to eat it the next day, it's going to be as hard as a rock.
Well, you can microwave it.
I just threw it away.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh, what? I'm not sure what happened, but the blueberry muffin I couldn't even bite through it.
I know, it's gross.
So I'm going to stop buying my pastries at a gas station, I think. And stop carrying it through the wind. But before we get into all that, sweetie, I'd like to see who's here today.
You gonna say hi to the BOOZHOO crew?
Yeah, they took the time. They went out and they started up their cars. They warmed up the car. They put on the old boots and all that. And then they drove all the way here today to the virtual Ojibwe language get-together. Because, eek! Zagame is golden. Stay golden, Zagame. Everything that's green is gold. That's what Ralph Macchio told C. Thomas Howell.
Yeah.
Stay golden. Let's get a gold star for Zagame.
Zagame gets a gold star.
Mino Giga Jave, Zagame. Good morning. And cousin Missy is here again. Good morning, Missy. Let's get the silver star for the superstar cousin Missy.
She's a superstar.
Let's see who else is here. Dr. Evils, Mino Giga Jabe. Dr. Evils brought a cup of coffee for you, sweetie.
Oh, me quetch, Dr. Evils.
Let's get the bronze star for the Doctor of E. Vales. And welcome to the show. Zagame's rocking in a chair with her coffee. Yeah, it's a good morning for coffee. It's a good morning for an ishkode, for a fire. Should we go get some of the fire water, sweetie?
You want to go get some whiskey?
Nah. But I understand it now. Anyway, today, get things started, is Abatuse. We're halfway. Sometimes people call a Bita Jesus. No, it's a halfway moon. What do they call halfway through the winter?
A beta baboon.
A beta baboon means you're halfway through the winter. And I think theoretically we're halfway through the winter, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like our troubles have just begun, huh, sweetie?
Yeah, it does.
Abatuse is halfway. Wednesday. Abatuse, I've got to say, Abatuse, Abatuse, Wednesday. If halfway. But today, what we really need to get to the bottom of. Oh, here's a sentence. We get you gesana nungum. Oh, brr. We get you na nungum niji. I just called my sweetheart my brother. Yeah, don't do that. Nimase. Sweetheart. Nini. Ni weenie musain. It's going to be cold today, sweetie.
I know, huh?
Brr. We? No, you clowns in the back of the class. I'm not talking about taking a wee. I'm not talking about the yellow snow. That's not even funny. Quit joking like that. A wee, when you're speaking gibberish, means something in the future. It is going to. In the future, gitchi, great. Gisana, cold. In the future, it will be greatly cold. Nungum, today. But you say, Nanaboozhoo, how can you say something is the future and it's today? Well, like this. It's going to be very cold today. We, gitchi, gisana nungum. And I don't want to argue about it anymore. Not with Slady Saeed, ice slacker. No star for me, she says. How about some sunshine? Should we get a little, let's get a sunshine. Just put a smiley sun face next to slidey side ice slacker.
Okay. Boozhoo, slidey side ice.
How you doing? We need some sun on this frozen cold day. It's going to be so cold. High of 1 below. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. It's Minnesota. This is what we're famous for. It's cold. Oh no, global warming. Yeah. We're not afraid of global warming. We would welcome that with open arms. All right? Leonardo Dicaprio, would you get off my back?
Leonardo Dicaprio.
Yeah, if I got to listen to one more lecture from Leonardo Dicaprio, or the guy who plays the Hulk on the Avengers, about how I'm destroying the universe. It's like, yeah, okay. Not all of us are so afraid of the globe warming up. Not only do I not believe in global warming, I don't believe in a globe. How about that, Leonardo? Now, I want you to go back to growing pains where you belong.
Yeah, that's where he started, huh?
Leonardo DiCaprio. Why is he a movie star?
I don't know.
He's not handsome. He's got a ridiculous dad body. He's terrible in everything he does. But for some reason, he is the voice of the environmental movement of this generation. I saw something where Leonardo DiCaprio and Greta Thunberg were dating.
No.
Yeah, it's about the age range he dates. I don't think they were dating, but they were at an event together. I mean, he probably made out with her a little bit, I'm imagining.
You think Leonardo DiCaprio and Greta Thunberg had a thing going?
Yeah, he probably took her out on one of his yachts. Hey, Greta, we're gonna solve the energy crisis together. And Greta's all, how dare you? Goes, no, it's okay. We're on a yacht. You know, come on, Greta. Let's go for a swim in the ocean. Nah. We get you gisana nungum. It's gonna be very cold today. Oh, brr. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, sweetie.
Maybe you could philosophize about Indian values.
Maybe I should talk about the Indian culture with our friends here, like Daniel Black and Jessica Wabuz. BOOZHOO, Mino Gigaje, Gakina. Hello, everyone. How are you guys? Jesse says, he tried to kiss her and she was, how dare you? Exactly. How dare you? How dare you, Leonardo DiCaprio? I am Greta Thunberg. I have autism from getting vaccinated so much. Okay. Did Brandy Marie sneak into Mexico? Do we have to file a missing person report? Yeah, what happened to Brandy Marie? Oh, wait. Maybe Brandy Marie changed her name. I get confused sometimes. Yeah, I think Brandy, she's a fine girl. Such a good wife she'd be. She, wait, that's Slidey Side Ice Slacker. Sometimes I think Brandy Marie just changed her name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brandy Marie changed her name. And she still watches. But this is what gets so confusing to me. I never know who to send stuff to because I don't know. I'm getting confused with who the BOOZHOO crew are. I know, there's too many of them. We're too famous, sweetie. Yeah. But today, I was thinking about Indian values. I was thinking about the 7 Anishinabe values, they call it. Nijwaswi, Anishinabe. Sorry, sweetie, I can't get comfortable here. You don't have to apologize to me. Nijwaswi, Anishinabe, Apitendagozi. Apitendagozis are your values, the things you think are valuable. And in Anishinabe, there's some confusion there. People are like, what are the 7 Anishinabe values? What does Anishinabe mean? Well, it doesn't really mean Indian. It actually means human being or people. You can have Finlander Anishinabes. They're the people from Finland. If you're speaking in Ojibwe, you will use Anishinabe to refer to non-Indians sometimes. But most of the time when you're speaking English and you say Anishinabe, you kind of mean an Indian person. And when you go, an Indian person, what? Somebody from India? No. Indian, like every non-European indigenous native person to the Americas. It gets very confusing when we got to label people. But anyway, the 7 Anishinabe values are kind of like, but not really. Would you say the Anishinabe values are sort of like the 10 Commandments? Well, sort of. Meaning that they're like rules to live by, sort of. But not really. So the 7 Anishinaabe values are respect, courage, humility, not teachings, wisdom, honesty, truth, and love. Sometimes they're called the 7 grandfather teachings. Nij, Mishumas, what is teachings? Not Apitendagozi. I don't know what teaching is. I haven't learned what the Ojibwe word for teachings is. Gakina. No, that's everything. Beats me. But, so you say to yourself, okay, respect, what is it? Manadain da Moen. Today, let's just talk about respect and wisdom. Respect. Manadain da Moen. Aretha Franklin spelled it R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. She wanted respect. She wanted respect, sweetie. Yeah, she did, huh? And in our way, like Aretha Franklin, who was also built like a buffalo. Sweetie, don't say that. What? Oh, no, she was a precious flower. She's a big old buffalo. She was a big old mushkode bajike. She was a prairie cow. The buffalo, respect is symbolized by the buffalo. Because in the Anishinaabe way, why do you think buffaloes are symbolize respect? Well, because buffaloes respect everybody. Do they, though? Don't they just kind of run where they want to go? Eat whatever? If anything, buffaloes seem pretty indifferent to the rest of the animal kingdom. I've never seen a buffalo like help an elk or a coyote or something. That's a good point. I don't know why the buffalo. I've heard people say stuff kind of like, oh, you know how we use every part of the buffalo? You know, you never waste. You eat the meat. You use the buffalo hides to make, I don't know, hats or something. And then you use a bladder to carry water. I don't know. That's another part of the weird fake history I don't understand. I saw a picture the other day of they had just, it was probably, people were sitting on top of it. They had piles of buffalo skins next to this train, I guess, in the Old West, where they had slaughtered just thousands of buffaloes and skinned them. And they showed these white guys sitting on top of all these buffalo skins. And the story is, I don't know why we don't get blamed for it, but apparently white people hunted buffalo almost to extinction to get their precious fur. But you have to assume that it was the Indian guys who were trading with the white people. It was probably the Dakota who wiped out the buffalo. I don't know. Doesn't seem very respectful to the buffalo to kill them for their hide. But then what's the real story? Why did European people want buffalo hide so bad? Were buffalo skin rugs that popular? Oh no, they used it in their hats. What? No, they use felt or whatever. I don't know what they use in stovetop top. But anyway, the buffalo, Mushkode Bajike, represents respect. Now, respect is important to Anishinaabe people. It is an Indian value. And I think it has more to do with respecting like your elders, showing reverence to people, respecting, the environment. You don't litter. You don't just, you're mindful, You show some care. You respect things. If somebody made a statue, I don't care if it is of Columbus, I have enough respect for art in itself and artistry that I wouldn't tear down a Columbus statue. Respect. It's a way of being, I think. Manadenda Moen. I think people get it backwards when they say, I demand respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. You can't demand respect. Or how about this? I love this. This occurred to me the other day. Someone was saying this, and I totally felt the same way. Some guys get really upset if you disrespect them. He dissed me. We are an honor culture. You cannot disrespect the man, whatever. And I'm like, I don't care if you disrespect me. You can say whatever you want. I really don't care. I don't care what you think of me. I don't demand respect. Somebody wants to disrespect me. What? Who cares? Oh, that guy's so stupid. He's not even saying Apitenda Gozi right. Oh, you think Nanaboozhoo can teach Ojibwe? Well, whatever. I like Sesame Street. Well, good. I'm not disrespected by that. Who cares? Don't you ever get disrespected? Not really. I mean, people have opinions. Sometimes they get a thumbs down. Well, they don't even get thumbs down anymore since YouTube became a safe space. But anyway, so respect is showing respect. I don't think it's being all touchy if somebody doesn't use your pronoun. Doesn't use your made-up pronoun. Hey, I said Z, zer. Do you mind? You disrespect me. I identify as a lady. That's ma'am. Okay? But then we come to wisdom, represented by the beaver. The Amek. Wisdom. Nabwakkoin. Sweetie, why do we use the beaver to symbolize wisdom? Well, beaver, I don't know. I always thought the beaver should represent humility. Really? Why? Because the whole story of the beaver getting his tail was like he was humbled. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why. What is humility? Humility is a wolf. Oh. So it's actually wisdom. I mean, beavers are good at building stuff. I mean, talk about affecting the environment. Beavers will destroy a habitat and rivers and all that with their dams. With their dams. Hey, don't swear! But a beaver is supposed to represent wisdom. And I don't know how wise beavers really are. That was another thing they kind of traded and hunted to almost extinction. My old Uncle Vernon was still trapping beavers up and through the 80s. Yeah. I don't know why people want beaver pelts so bad, but... So apparently 2 of the great sins of the white man to the environment in America was that once we lived in harmony with all of nature. And then, Christopher Columbus came over and hunted all the buffalo and trapped the beaver to near extinction. And this is why the beaver represents wisdom. I don't know. But what is wisdom, sweetie?
Wisdom is knowing how to keep yourself out of trouble.
That's pretty good. Knowing how to keep yourself out of trouble. Is it different than intelligence?
Yeah, you can be wise and not educated.
Not educated. Yeah, okay. Can you be wise and dumb?
Can you be wise and dumb? Like, are retarded people wise?
I don't know. Is it wise to use the term retarded? The developmentally disabled, wise. I don't know. There's a guy who begs my groceries is kind of wise. He's kind of a wise Alec. He's sort of a wise guy. He's a wise ass. He's always got a joke for me. But wisdom. I don't know. Wisdom is knowing how to live. Got a lot of wisdom. It's knowing when to hold 'em, knowing when to fold 'em, knowing when to walk away, knowing when to run. Now walk in. You got to have wisdom. How do you get by in life? That's why the old people can be totally out of touch, not even know how to work a phone or the microwave, but they still have wisdom because they know how to deal with life and death and values. They know how to raise a grandchild. They have the wisdom. Like, I got a relative who's an elder who's not going to take the vaccination. He said, I've already had the COVID. I don't know what that stuff is. No, thank you. And I don't want to say his name just because I don't know why. Let's call him Cousin Tommy. He's not going to get the vaccination, and he's already lost friends over it. He was in a band. He's a guitar player. And they were like, well, we're sorry, Tom, but if you won't get vaccinated, you cannot play in our reindeer games. And they kicked him out of the band. They weren't comfortable around him. He's like, I've already had the I thought you were the ones trusting the science. And they're like, no, unless you get the vaccination, we don't want to be around you. But no, my cousin has the wisdom to go, you know what? These guys are under a spell. They're scared. They're not following just basic common sense. He's not sick. He had it before. He's had antibody. He's fine. It's like being afraid of being around somebody who had the flu last winter. Yeah, you had the flu last winter. I don't want you to be around my children in case you give it to them. It's like, what are you talking? I'm fine now. I had the flu. I'm fine. I'm not going to, No, please get a vaccination. So wisdom is knowing how to live and seeing through the lies. You don't have to have an education. You don't even have to have like a high IQ to have wisdom. Maybe that's why the beaver represents wisdom. They're not the brightest bulb in the whatever. But they know, they're perfectly beavers. They know how to build their homes. They know how to make dams. They know how to live in harmony with their environment. But so here you go. 2 of the 7 Anishinabe values. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk about courage and honesty. We can talk about humility and truth. And eventually we'll get around to love, huh, sweetie?
That's my favorite one.
I know it is. The 7 grandfather teachings, also known as Ni Jwa Sui, Anishinabe Apitandagozi, the 7 Indian values. The 7 Anishinabe values, they usually call them. And that's all I know about that, sweetie.
Yeah.
Sunny day. Oh, is it still cold out there?
It's 16 below. It's holding steady at 16 below.
I don't know, sweetie. We just gotta embrace it, I guess.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should go for a walk after the show.
In 15 below weather? I don't think so. What's the Ojibwe word for frostbite?
No, we'll just go for a short one. You gotta embrace the cold. And then we won't feel so cold for the rest of the day.
You're out of your mind. But yeah, let's do that.
Let's go down to the country kitchen.
We can go to country kitchen. Get some eggs and hash browns.
Yeah, huh?
La 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 dee. Hey, Surrealist is back. Bonjour, Surrealist. Surrealist is here, sweetie.
Welcome back to the show, Surrealist.
Shuri. Surely you jest. I never jest. And stop calling me Shirley. I'm fully vaccinated native, and I never caught COVID. And I got my booster. So if they gave me a chip, I'm taking it to the casino. Yeah, can we cash in our biochips at the casino? Surrealist is fully vaccinated. I was vaccinated with a Victrola needle.
No one knows what that is.
That's a needle on a record player. Now I'm hooked on rock and roll. So anyway, we were talking about Paul Stanley, speaking of vaccinations. So, Zagame, miigwech.
What is it?
That old Zagame just gave us a $20 super chat.
Thank you, Zagame. Gee, miigwech.
You're very generous. Thank you. We really appreciate it. So, Paul Stanley, big proponent. He's been telling us the whole time, get vaccinated, wear your mask, socially distance, don't come to our, canceling the show, gets the booster shot, has now come down with COVID twice. 2 times already. And he gets on Twitter and he's all like, thank God I got vaccinated. I'm like, dude, you got it twice. I didn't stop it. What is your... I think Paul Stanley has like a man crush on Fauci or something. He's like, oh, thank you, Dr. Fauci, for your awesome medicine. Because, if I hadn't been vaccinated, who knows what could have happened. It's like, yeah, if you weren't vaccinated, you might have got the COVID exactly like you did. That vaccination doesn't work. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Nanaboozhoo.
Hey, sweetie.
Yeah?
You got a phone call on line 2.
Why do you say it like that?
Well, it's from Dr. Fauci, and I don't think he's happy.
Uh-oh. Hello, Dr. Fauci. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air.
Listen, Nanaboozhoo. Why don't you talk about something you know something about and keep your mouth shut about things you don't know anything about?
Take it easy. I'm just, having fun at Paul Stanley.
Don't tell the people the vaccinations don't work. They work just fine. You just got to get a booster shot, and then you'll be safe.
Oh, really? Will it keep me from getting the COVID?
Yeah, of course. Except for the breakthrough cases.
Oh. But will it keep me from spreading it to my loved ones?
Yeah. I mean, unless, of course, no, I won't do that.
Oh. Will it give me a heart attack?
No, that's a hoax. That's a conspiracy theory. You ought to follow the sun. Well, it might.
Oh, I heard this. Is it the most deadly vaccination in history?
What are you talking about? It's safe and it's effective. And if you don't get vaccinated, we're going to take down your YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm kind of afraid that Dr. Fauci is somehow in charge of YouTube.
I know. I'm afraid of Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates.
Yeah. But what did I hear about the... is it true that there have been more deaths from people who've been vaccinated than every vaccination they've had since 1990 combined?
I cannot confirm nor deny that.
I heard that. But it was on InfoWars. So I don't know. Are InfoWars lying, or are you the guy who tortures puppies? And apparently... Okay, Dr. Fauci, let me just ask you this. Did you create the COVID flu?
No, that's preposterous. Why do you want to spread these conspiracy theories? All I did was pay for the, invested in the lab in Wuhan, which created the coronavirus. It was a simple gain of function. We were trying to create a flu virus that would spread from bats to humans, and the one that would require vaccinations over the entire world, and microchips, and nanobots. And you know what else? The best part of it is?
I'm afraid to ask.
We used tissue from aborted fetuses. We're actually killing unborn babies to make this thing and shooting it into your bloodstream.
Are you really?
No, I'm kidding. I just saw that on the internet. I don't know anything. I just play guitar and poison.
Oh, that's right. Are you really CC DeVille?
Yeah, come on. I don't know anything about vaccinations. Why are you talking to me? And I just got to rock and roll.
Yeah, I guess, huh? So are you mad at me?
No, I'm kidding around. I like your show, NanaBOOZHOO. You've been teaching the people the language, and that's what's important.
Yeah. I'd like to learn the word for Wednesday.
Well, I'd be delighted.
You'd be delighted, sweetie.
That's great.
Abatuse, Dr. Fauci. Halfway or Wednesday.
Abatuse. Wednesday. Well, you're all right, NanaBOOZHOO. I gotta tell you that. But you should really get your vaccinations.
No.
No, I get it. You'll kill us all.
I'm not going to get it.
What if you spread the disease to somebody you love?
Well, then that's really more your fault than mine.
That's a good point. All right, I got to get going there, partner. How do you say I'll see you again in Ojibwe?
We say, Gigawaba Min, Minawa.
Well, Gigawaba Min, Minawa, NanaBOOZHOO.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Gigawaba Min, Minawa, Natasha.
Gigawaba man, Manawa, Dr. Fauci.
See you later, dude. I can't tell if he likes us or hates us.
I think he likes us now.
Is he being serious about all that stuff with the robo chip implants and everything?
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. Just go booze. I know someone whose father got the vaccine and booster and still ended in the hospital. Yeah. Oh, those are really great vaccines. Thanks, pharmaceutical industry. His doctor said off the record the vaccines don't work. He's seen many vax patients admitted to the hospital. I know. I hate it that these doctors also have to be like, hey, by the way, I wouldn't say this publicly, but it doesn't work. It's not a vaccine, number one. Let's quit calling it that. We don't know what it is. I saw this guy, he was videotaping a pharmacist. Or no, it was a girl. She went to this pharmacy and she goes, can I see the instructions on the vaccination? about the studies or whatever and the clinical trials? He goes, yeah, it's in the brochure. You just unfold it. And she unfolds it and it's just blank. And he goes, oh, no. There are studies in the pamphlets are for those other vaccinations, but the ones we're giving here, we don't have that pamphlet. And she goes, well, how do you know that what you're doing here is working? He goes, well, because of what I've seen from these vaccinations. He goes, well, I'll be honest with you. I shouldn't be given these vaccinations. I feel like I failed as a pharmacist. He got really weird. And she goes, how can it be what they call informed consent? Something about something called the Nuremberg trials. Has something to do with Nazis. Remember how the Nazis were doing experiments on people?
Yeah.
And then there was something called the Nuremberg trials or whatever. It made that illegal. I don't know. But the guy got real shifty and nervous. And was like, yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. We're giving these vaccinations because kind of. But there's no information about whether they work. They can't be. This is a trial. It's only been invented for 2 years. Oh, does this lead to any problems 10 years down the road? I guess we'll see. But then the doctors are like, yeah, I don't know. Hope it doesn't cause autism, ADHD. I don't know. Dr. Evil goes, nacho chip? I heard that vaccinations are actually just nacho cheese. They're just putting nacho cheese in your blood. Fauci can Fauci off, Daniel Black says. I know. Fauci has just got such a punchable face. And Bill Gates, too. Yikes. I'd like to see a fight between Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates. Like one of those old-time... Remember when they have strippers fight each other in Jell-O?
I do not remember that.
You didn't go to the stripper fight nights? Jell-O night at the lady boxing?
No, I never did that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Grassroots says, my tribe will give you hides, skulls, and buffalo meat. You just need to fill out paperwork. Get some hides, some buffalo meat from the Grassroots. Oh, down in Kansas? Yeah, I heard the Dakota people in Kansas will give you dog meat if you fill out the paperwork. Oh, Merry Christmas. Here's your package of dog meat. Enjoy. No, I'm kidding, dude. The guy with the bag of chips is the life of the party. That's right. Here's the latest conspiracy theory thing I was reminded of. They've been gearing up doing predictive programming for an alien invasion since, I don't know, the 40s? Actually, since the Roswell hoax, They've been gearing up, putting in fake news of getting people to believe that there has to be aliens out there. Everything from the Big Bang to Einstein, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Star Trek, E.T., Close Encounters of Third Kind, everything. In the, was it the 40s, 50s? I don't know when. The War of the Worlds, they had a radio program. And the news about the radio program was they pretended that there was an alien invasion and everybody freaked out. They thought it was real because they heard it on the radio. Now I kind of bet that was crap too.
You don't think people are that dumb?
No. There were probably some people who turned on the radio and went, oh, there's an alien invasion? Look out. But, the moon landing, all that stuff, Mars, all this fake stuff, NASA in particular, has all been trying to brainwash the masses to believe in what will be a fake alien invasion. They're going to fake first contact soon. You know how like in every Avengers movie, there's a blue beam that comes down from the sky. Oh, it's an interdimensional black hole. It's a portal into the deep recesses of the universe where alien life is advanced. And they're going to come here, and they'll have CGI technology to make it look real. Probably the nanotechnology that we've injected in our own bodies is going to give us like hallucinations. We'll hear voices. They'll come through like 5G or something. And half the world will believe we're being invaded by aliens. And they can blow up New York City and claim it was, you know, flying saucers. They probably do have flying saucers, which are just flying saucers that we invented. No, they're not putting them out for public. But they're going to fly around in flying saucers and bomb cities. And then that'll take over martial law. Or they'll say like, they'll have, the aliens will be nice. They'll come down, hello, we are godlike aliens. Who speaks for the planet Earth? And they'll say, oh, we better quick get a one world government. Who are we going to make king of the earth to talk to the aliens? And that's how the Illuminati finally reveal their one world government. And this has been your conspiracy theory of the day. To learn more about truth with a capital T, or I could be wrong. Maybe nothing will happen.
Could be.
You want to get up here, sweetie?
Yeah, I want to get up there and say hi to the BOOZHOO crew.
I'm going to let Natasha get up there. I'm not sure why I'm moving so fast. Hello. I think I've had too much coffee. I'm going to let Natasha get up here and say hello. But before that, here's a little ditty about Nanaboozhoo and Natasha. Here's a song we recorded for you. And miigwech, bizendawiag. Thank you for listening. Of course, where's the sound, sweetie?
I don't know.
What happened to the sound? Oh, there it is. All right, let's start it over.
I used to sit up at night just so I could watch ya. I wrote on my bedroom wall, Nanaboozhoo loves Natasha. Oh,
Nanaboozhoo loves Natasha. 1 to teleport, sweetie.
Teleport. No, I say that. 1 to teleport.
All right. Make it so. Number 1. Hey, everybody. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO is brought to you today by the book OJIBERISH by Michael Lyons. Order your copy today on Amazon.com. I like these lights. I feel like I'm in Vegas. Overture, cut the light. This is it, the night of nights. No more rehearsing and nursing a part. We know every part by heart. Overture, cut the light. No. On with the show, this is it. Do 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 do. La 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 la. And tonight, what hearts will hit? Wiki chicas and noon goom. It is gonna be very cold today. Wiki chicas and noon goom. But I'm not gonna be all bummed out about it. What's the point, sweetie?
It doesn't depress you?
Nope. I choose not to get depressed over 16 below zero. Yeah, the pipes might freeze. They might not. Yes, the pickup is frozen. It will thaw it out eventually. We don't have to go anywhere. I want to count my blessings.
You're going to do a gratitude list?
Yeah. Today I'm going to do a gratitude list instead of going outside for a prayer. I've heard this thing about prayer. Anima A. Prayer. 2 types of prayer. 1 is begging for stuff. Oh, get you Manadu. Great Spirit, please. Heal me from my affliction. Protect me from the coronavirus. Protect me from the Holocaust. From the my Sharona. I don't even know what to call it anymore. The COVID-19s. And then there's the prayer that is gratitude. Thank you. Where you just accept stuff. And you just lock in with the Great Spirit. And I've heard that's better. Don't pray for stuff because you don't know what you need. Sometimes it's good, and I'm actually bad at this, but sometimes I just go, please give me what you think I need. In fact, I think it was even Jesus, not to quote Jesus, who said something like, your will be done, your will, not mine, be done. He was praying to the Great Spirit. He was like, listen, about this whole dying on the cross thing. Is there any way you can take this cup of suffering from me? Jesus had like a really great way of talking all the time. But then he goes, but of course, your will, not mine. But, sometimes the Great Spirit knows what you need. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you find you get what you need. You get what you need. No. But, so, what I learned, this is for the kids out there. When I was a little girl, I used to really have trouble. When I was a little girl, in my 40s, I used to have a lot of anxiety and depression. And they would say depression is feeling sad about the past. Looking back, oh, you know what? Either missing somebody who's not around anymore. It could be grief. Or it could be just the dozens of disappointments. The frustration of things not working out the way you wanted. The trauma of bad things that happened you can't forget about. It's all depression. But then there's the other side of that, which is anxiety. And anxiety is worrying about the future. You know, you look in the past, you're sad. You look in the future and you're scared. Worry. You know. For some people, their love is just nothing but worry. Oh, I hope everything works out for you. You know, they'll call their kid every day. Oh, are you okay? Do you have enough money for whatever? Did you wear a hat today? Where's your winter coat? Constant anxiety. I'm worried about it. You might get the corona or whatever. And for me, I was worried about, it's dread. Oh, I hope nothing bad happens today. Because my past has been nothing but disappointment and depression. So even today, Nungum, whatever happens today, I would feel worried about. Well, then I did this thing. I learned some stuff from some of my elders and people who walk the red road. They're like, yeah, you know what? It's all the medicine wheel. You know, you're out of balance. And there's 4 parts to you: body, mind, spirit, and emotions. And you can kind of work on yourself thinking in those terms. But the first thing you got to do is let's start with the top white. Let's call that the mind. What are you thinking about? Oh, I got all this anxiety. Well, because you're only worried. Oh, I'm so depressed. Oh, that's because you're thinking about the past. And then I also learned that if you think about anything long enough, I don't know if you're like this.
What's that?
You ever go on a long car ride and you think about your life? And for any one good thing that could happen, there's like a million bad things, if you were creative, you could come up with.
Yeah, there's a million different ways that failure can happen. And there's only one way that your dream will come true.
Yeah. But so you can think yourself into depression. Or if you're got a busy mind, if you're all like freaking out over stuff, it's helpful to just count your blessings. Gratitude, for some reason, is not one of the 7 Anishinabe values. It's not one of the Nijwasui Anishinabe Apitendegozi. But it should be. It's everything. So the prayer, this goes back to Anima A. Prayer, where you're not asking for stuff, but just thanking him for stuff, is a good way to start your healing from especially anxiety and depression. Actually, both. A person who can only remember their bad times and is afraid of the future has no gratitude. And I know what that's like. It's hard to say, oh, thank you for my job, because I hate my job, Thank you for the money that came in, which is barely enough. When you're not grateful, it's hard to be happy. So sometimes in my prayer, I'll just start going, Kitchimanadu. Mikwach ka iji kakinekeku ka iji chikeanungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Thank you for my health. Thank you for providing this house. Thank you for the fire. Thank you for keeping the pipes from freezing. Thank you that I live in a town where I'm close enough I can just walk to get groceries if I need them. Thank you that I got enough money. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the Patreons. Thank you for the BOOZHOO crew. Thank you that I have a job. I can stay at home. Thank you for my eyesight and my hearing and my creativity. Thank you for my sense of humor. Thank you for NanaBOOZHOO. Thank you for Michael Lyons. Thank you for Bagheera. Thank you for keeping my cat healthy. What if I had to bring Bagheera into the vet last night when it was 15 below and the car wasn't running? Thank you for showing me the path where I could learn about being grateful. Thank you that I don't have the coronavirus. Thank you that I'm not in a hospital right now. But like that, huh, sweetie?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
When you get good at saying thank you for stuff, it starts just to roll out. And you go, wow, there's so many things I can be thankful for. And it's better to focus on that. Once you start focusing on the things you're grateful for, you start to forget the things you're worried about. And it makes you, when you look in the past, seem different. Because you go, well, I'm so thankful that I live in Bemidji. Well, I used to be depressed that I ended up in Bemidji. You know, it's like, oh God, man, this crappy little speed trap town. You know, it's not really a speed trap town.
No, LaPorte's a speed trap town.
Yeah, LaPorte's the speed trap town. Any Puerto Ricans out there? What's up? But yeah, now that I'm happy with my life and how things turned out, because I'm too grateful to, you know, oh, I wish I was a rock star. How come I can't be in Kiss? I wanted to be the new Ace Frehley. You know, it's like I'd be working with Paul Stanley, who's got the corona. I'm pretty grateful that didn't work out. I mean, I never had a chance to be in Kiss, but you know, when you think of how glad you are where you're at, you don't worry about, oh, poor me, I never got to be the new Ace Frehley in Kiss, or whatever the dream might have been. Heavy Flow, BOOZHOO. Heavy Flow says, I'm grateful for being here with my good friends in the Gibberish podcast. Me, Quetch, me too. And it is the Gibberish podcast, sweetie.
Are we going to change the name?
I really think we should try.
We have so much video with us calling ourselves the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast.
I know. But still, gibberish is such a funny word. And some people get mad at it.
I know. I love when people think it's racist.
Yeah, but you can't laugh at how... No, that's sacred. Ojibwe is sacred. Don't make fun of it. It's not gibberish. Come on. Ni je suis. That's a mouthful. Ni je suis Anishinabe Values. The reason we all learned English is that this was our language. Nah. Anyway, what do you think, sweetie?
Do you want to take a call?
Yeah, who is it?
Pope John Paul.
You want me to talk to the Pope? I don't know. We're going to get into trouble.
Nah, the Catholics have a good sense of humor.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
All right. Hello, Pope John. It's not John Paul. What's his name?
Pope Francis.
Pope Francis. Hello, Pope Francis. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air.
Hi, Natasha. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. How are you, Pope?
I'm pretty good. Just thought I'd call in. I was watching your show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you make a lot of good points. You know, lots of times when I'm preaching to my congregation, I teach them about the power of prayer and how you can get good stuff from the Creator. Also, just pray. And you also got to give offering.
Oh, I forgot to talk about offering.
Yeah, just make sure you give a lot of money to the church. Because the church needs money. We're broke.
You're broke? I think you guys have plenty of money.
No, I'm telling you, I got a gambling problem. I can't stop losing at the casino. I don't know why I go there. I keep praying. I say, hey, God, why don't you let me win for a change? But, you know, he won't. So I think God is dead.
God is not dead. Quit saying that.
Come on, what, you believe in a big man on a cloud listening to your prayers? Would you grow up?
Sweetie, I think the Pope's drunk again.
I'm not drunk. I just had a little drink to, stop my hands from shaking.
Okay. Listen, Pope, I gotta get moving. Did you want to learn how to say, I will see you again in Ojibwe?
Yeah, how you say that?
We say, Gigawabamin Minowa.
Gigawabamin Manawa. I will see you again, Natasha.
Yep, see you later, Pope. Oh,
Yeah, he's hitting the bottle pretty early today.
I know. But is it later in Spain?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably earlier.
Maybe he's still up from last night.
Could be.
I don't know. Well, everybody, we better get moving. I want to check the pipes again, run them water. It's better to run the water than have to go downstairs and thaw them out.
Yeah, I don't want the pipes to burst.
So, miigwech for the memories. Thank you for stopping in for a little coffee clutch. No. Michael's want to add anything?
No, just tell him I said thanks.
Michael says miigwech. Nanaboozhoo.
The same here.
And on behalf of Nanaboozhoo and myself, miigwech. Ganawabiheg. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is Nanaboozhoo.
Okay.
This is Michael Lyons.
Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minawa. Hawa. Sweetie,
One to teleport.
see you tomorrow. Make it so. Number 1. Make it so. Number 1.
Yeah. It's not working again.
Did you jiggle a thingy?
I'm jiggling the thingy, but oh, and hold it down. Oh, here we go.